Hello everyone. So in this lecture we'll be continuing where we left off. Okay. So in this lecture we'll be adding this stun effect on the AI. Okay. Um also since we are only working on the stun, I think this would be a great place to start with the interfaces, right? So um like we already have this BP knives over here, and right now if we want to add a stun effect on the enemy grunts over here, if I want to do it from the other actor, I'll probably have to cast first and then make it on the BP grunt, right? So it's better to actually use the interface over here, so we can directly call a message over here, and that message will check for the hit actor, and it will check if it implements the interface and if that interface has that specific message or a function that we are calling, right? So first thing first, what are interfaces? Okay, so interfaces are basically a way to define a set of functions that different and unrelated classes can actually implement. Okay, so what this allows is like different classes, let's say the BP grunt and the BP player. There are different classes, right? One is for the enemy, one is for the player. Now they both share a BP base character. We have made it such that it would help us in the basic or at the early stages. But as we move on from having a base class, we might actually have other classes as well that might not actually derive from the BP base character itself, and we might need a different character base. Okay, so over there, if two classes, right, they have the same functionality, or they require the same functions to be called, right, we can actually reduce making the same function on both of them by actually using interfaces, right? So it will actually, like, the interfaces, what it does is it just checks if an object, right, it doesn't need to know what class it is. Okay, so what it needs to check is if that object or class implements the interface, and if it does, then it will call that function over there, and again um, that function in its own class will call its own logic that we define inside of that class. Okay, so now again, it's not huge, or it's not a very challenging topic. Okay, interfaces. Okay, it's just a way of doing things a bit better, right, than casting. Now again, I have heard this in a lot of places that casting is bad and so, but understand this: casting in general is not inherently bad. Okay, casting on a text or a place where calls every frame or every few frames, then it becomes a problem, and only then it becomes an issue with performance. Okay, but other than that, interface is used for flexibility and scalability. Okay, rather than focusing on the performance part. Okay, that's a misunderstanding on that part, so you should actually understand why an interface is used and why a cast is used and where they are used. Okay, another thing about interfaces that I'm going to show is it will be on C++. Okay, now the reason that I'm doing it in C++ again is like I said, there are a lot of videos in YouTube that I've seen that cover blueprint interfaces a lot. Okay, and there are a great examples of these videos. Okay, so if you want to learn about the blueprint part of it, I would say just go around and just check on those, because I don't see a reason to do another one of those videos. Okay, uh, whereas C++ interfaces are a bit lacking, and I couldn't find any Unreal C++ interface video that are actually the way that I want them to be, simple and effective, to be honest, and how to link it with the blueprint part as well. So let us go ahead and continue on that. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is go to C++ classes, right? I'll create a new class, and in common classes, if you go all the way down, you will see Unreal interface, and it's an object interface class, as you can see. So I can just go ahead and call this ffcs underscore interface underscore character. So it's a character interface. Okay, and I'll add it to the folder interfaces and create the class. Okay, now I'll wait for it to load inside the C++. Okay, now once it's loaded, let's go ahead and delete this in the cpp. Okay, and in the .h you will see there's two classes over here. One is of the interface character, right, and one is of the ffcs API. Okay, now you will also see over here there's a comment that all the functions should be added in this one and not the one above. Okay, so over here we'll add in the u function. Now this one will be a blueprint. You can make a blueprint native event, so it will only be on blueprint. Okay, we don't need it in C++, right? So blueprint native event, and I want this to be blueprint callable as well, and the category will be stun, and I'll call the function void stun no apply stun effect. Okay, there we go. You don't need to actually do anything over here. Okay, just copy this ifcs interface character, and we'll go to our character base.h. Okay, and over here at the top I'll add the public interface over here. Okay, now obviously it tells me to add the header, include the header. So what I'm gonna do is I'll add that. Okay, and as you can see it has been included, right? So now what I can do is I can and reopen the Unreal editor. Okay, once it has been added, you can go to BP grunts, and on the class settings we already have added it over here. See, ffcs interface class, inherited interfaces. That is because we included the public interface over here. Okay, and now you will see also on the left hand side that you have the interfaces class over here and apply stun effect, right? And from here you will see you can do a spawn system attached. Okay, and it will be attached to the mesh, and the system template I already have stun VFX made for the patrons. Okay, the patrons will have access to this stun. Okay, and you can see that there are different intensities that you can add, rotation. So like I can make it really faster, slower. I can change the colors, right, to red if I want, something like that. See, like this as well, but I'll keep them yellow. Okay, also I can change the number of stars, right? So that's good. Also trail width, it's 5 now, I can make it 50, and as you can see that's a bit too much, right? 10, yeah, 5 or 10, yeah, that works. Okay, so you can actually change these values. Okay, so I'll delete this for now, and it's called ns stun. So I'll call it over here ns stun over here like this, and I want it to be attached not to the head, but I'll make a new socket above the head. Okay, so I can add a socket and call this stun, right? And I'll pull it up like this so it plays above the head. So S is capital. Okay, so let's call it stun. We can rotation wise, I can keep it relative and everything. So this is good. So what I'll do is I'll go to the VP knives over here, and from the other actor I can just call that apply stun effect. See, and message is being called over here. See, so stun effect and then destroy. So now if I play, you can see like it spawns in a weird way, right? So if I were to do it on a bigger screen, you can see it properly now, right? So there we have it. So to fix that, what we're gonna do is we'll get the socket location, rotation. Okay, we'll get the stun and we'll add a delta rotator, right? So we'll normalize A and B and add a 90 to the Z, right? So that way it fixes again. Sorry about the small screen. So if you can see now it's actually properly being added on the character, but as you can see it's a bit off, right? Off as in like it's too big. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to set scale, okay, relative scale of it, and we'll set it to 0.2. okay, so I'll make it bigger. And actually another thing, I'll just remove these two. Okay, now you can see it's actually really well, right? The stars over there on top of their head, and even if they see me, right, what's wrong with these? Wait, did I make a logic for the stun to IA throw? Right. Sorry, I need to check this code a bit. Okay, so ffcc set current enemy, that is get. I think I did it in C++, right? So sorry about that, it's been a while. Okay, since I have checked this. So blueprint implementable event. So in the event graph, current enemy, control enemy logic, and it stops. That's why. So once it's hit, it controls the enemy logic. It will stop the logic that is it's being attacked, right? So we have this logic where it stops the grunt, right? So what we want to do is once the apply stun effect is there, we want to do a set timer by event, we want to do a custom event, right? And this one will be um, stop stun. Also, I'll promote this to a variable stun effect, and once it's done for like 5 seconds, I want to destroy this component, right? And then I want the enemy comp to not stop it anymore, right? So let's go. It should go for 3 seconds and then it's back, and you can see the AI can actually yeah, attack. So once it's stunned, he shouldn't be able to actually attack us, right? So there we go, you can see like he's still trying to attack us, right? He shouldn't be able to do that. So for that part, it's 5 seconds, by the way, not 3. So in the enemy component, there's, I remember doing a logic where we need to call these, right? What I think would be a better way to do is, let's do a custom event. We will call it play stun montage, right? Now we'll have something similar to this one. I will start the behavior tree after whatever time yeah, I think I'll have this montage over here, sorry, and this will be our stun time. Okay, stun time like this. And I can go back over here, and also this is what Niagara particle system component, so I can just cut this one out after whatever time this one gets called, right? Yeah, it's better not to do the montage over here, I would say. Set. Yeah, let's just call this reset stun. We don't need these. Okay, and what we'll do is get this one. Wait. Start stun. Yeah, this will be start stun. My bad. Sorry. start stun, and after that it can destroy the component. And once it's done, I'll obviously play a montage over here as well, right? Now this will be a stun montage that will play over here. We'll come to that in a bit. Let me check if I have it imported yet. No, I don't. So I'll get that imported as well in a bit. Okay. So once I destroy this one, I want to play another montage. This will be basically the out montage for the stun. And once it is out, I want to get the enemy component, right, on completed, and call the start BT logic, okay, from uncompleted. So this logic seems fine to me. Okay, so let me import the animations first and then we'll continue. Okay, so I got the stun loop. Okay, so this is how it will loop. Okay, now this is for, yeah, this loop is way too long. For, yeah, it's up to 10 seconds. Okay, so I'll just leave it for 10 seconds. I'll actually duplicate this one, so if any Patreon wants to use the base 10 seconds, they can use it. Okay, stun loop 5, as in for 5 seconds. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go at the 5-second mark and remove the rest. So at the very end, it's 4.97. That's fine, I would say. So I'll just, right, I'll go add the montage, right, create any montage. I'll add it over here. Okay, so I don't actually need the timer over here either. So on completed, I can just call the stop stun. Okay, and from there I can sorry, stun end. Even this one is slow. So I'll keep this. Okay, I'll create another one. Sorry, I just created a montage from it. So I'll duplicate this first, right? I'll call this fast. So I'll open this one. I'll yeah, start from here. I'll also make it a bit faster and like the montage itself. Okay, so get any montage. We have this as the fast montage, right? And I'll make the play rate to be twice, right? So on completed, it will start the behavior tree logic again. Okay, so now let's see. And as you can see, it plays the animation montage as well. So like this, see, yeah, it's fast. As you can see, it goes into the state. Yeah, he's like what the hell, and he comes charging towards us. There's something wrong with that. I'll fix those in a later video, okay? Whatever bugs are remaining from my side. So that's done. That's good. Now comes the part where, like I said, if he's trying to come towards me to attack me, right? He comes to attack me, then he goes into stun. Yeah, yeah, he goes outside the. Sorry about that. So he goes there. I stun him. I cannot actually go and counter him, so that is good. So that isn't messed up, right? So another thing is we need to add states over here for the enemy. So I'm pretty sure we have a. Do you have a state or no? Oh, yeah, we have a state, right? Yeah, we have a state over here. So we need to add a stun state onto this enum, right? So what will happen is our AI director will see if our grunt is on a stun state, and if he is not supposed to give him the, you know, um, go ahead to attack the player just yet. So he's before he can just go ahead and damage him, right? So go to FFCS data and we have um, stun. Actually, stun state, that's it. I'll just debug it once again. Okay, so now let's go to our BP player and the AI director, right? So over here, we need to check. We also need to check if right. Where's the enemy? Over here. We need to check the state of the enemy. So where is it? So get blackboard. Need to get value as enum and to make literal name of it, and that is AI state. Actually, rather than doing that, I guess it's better to actually no. Let's do that. Hmm, set AI state. Now we would want to do this enum as something, right? So specific. So what is this? AI states enum. Yes. Wait. By two AI states. Okay, and we'll check if it is equal to stun. If it is not, we'll add it over here. If it is not, wait, if it is not dead, and if it is not, what is this get attack player? I'm sorry, I don't remember half of these. So get attack player. Right. So this will be direct, right? Stun. I'm doing the inverse of it. Sorry, it's been a while, like I said. So just checking. So AI to attack would be set to false. So if it is true, only then we'll choose and set attack player, otherwise not. So that's why if it is equal to stun, we'll set it to choose AI to attack to false, right? For that. And once this is done, we also need to go to the event graph, and we want to set AI state over here. States. Actually, wait. Yeah, sorry about that. So input would be AI states, and this is what the state I want it to be, and there it goes. Like that. Okay, so now over here I can say it goes to stun, right? Stun state, and on the grunt, when it finishes over here, I want the AI state to be wait, where does start with logic? False. Start logic. Stop movement. Okay. So yeah, I can just add to strafe or something like that, or maybe just get back. Okay, so let's check that now. Sorry about that. Got him to attack us as soon as, so I want him to come and try to attack me. Okay, now I stun him. He's stunned. Yeah, he comes to attack me. Again, still I don't want him to. Okay, the 90 is not exactly perfect on that part, so maybe 60. More inclined, so wait, wait, I think it was 90 wasn't enough. I think I need to go more. Oh no, no. Yeah, probably 85. Yeah, 85 works wonders. I would say. Not really. What's about 6? We checked 60, right? 60 wasn't enough. Let me check this, okay, and get back. Okay, so 20 seems perfect. Okay, so I'll show you how it looks right now. If I stun him, this is how it looks. I think this is perfect, right? And again, I need to set the AI to stun over here. So state stun here, and also I think I did a mistake over here. Where did I? Yeah, this is the start. Yeah, sorry about that. So over here at the end where it finishes, right, this is where I should actually call the get back or something like that, similar. So it's not trying to attack me or something. So as soon as he, yeah, he's looking for weapons and stuff like that. He's strafing, and then he should come to attack me. Come on. We really need a bit way to do, like, he can't strafe anymore, so something he's stuck on at corners, possibly. Yeah, there we go. So during strafe they do get stopped a bit, maybe. I don't know, something's not right. So this guy was in the stun state, right? So what's wrong? So start VT logic and start stop movement and avoidance. I don't see any reason that where the director will say, you know what, go ahead and attack for some reason. I mean, if AI state currently is in stun, also so let's see one thing. I can see what state he is in, right? So yeah, he goes to strafe state for some reason, as you can see. That's why he's able to go there. So I want to know exactly what's so what I want is after like the stun state right over here. Yeah, my bad. Okay, so that was the issue, that I was setting it to random. Yeah, so there we go. I have him to stun. Now you can see he's stunned at the top. Now he goes into attack. Why does he go into attack like that? So something strong again. So stop, stun, destroy that. Now that is weird. Does it actually play a bit? So uncompleted. I'll add a breakpoint. Okay. To debug, and I'll see. Like he gets. Yeah, that one gets called properly. So what's the issue with this one? So he goes over here. He goes into stun state. Right. So there's no way. Set attack player. Okay, this one goes to. So this is only called once, right? There's no way it's called twice. Start stun. Yeah, there's no way it's called start stun. Again, it's not called. There's no way this one gets called. So there we go. Stun. Holy shit. So if I do not call this, right, will that be called again? Still being called. So where is it being called from? So let me debug this one once again. Okay. Okay, so I figured out the issue. It's not actually triggering this part. Okay, so like this over here, if it is equal to stun, it should. I probably did it not, so it should have been equal to stun. If it was equal to stun, it would go over here. Choose AI attack should be false, right? So sorry about that. So what should happen is if it is not stun, then it should go for this check and it should check again over there. So if it is true over here, right, if stun is true, then I'll remove this one. Okay, remove pin. So I'll do it from here and this should fix it. Okay, so now let's see. If I go over here, make him stunned, it will no longer play, like it will no longer do the attack, right? So that was the fix over here. Okay, so just keep this dead part and the get player attack player same as before, just in front of it. Make this branch again. I don't know why it's not working, like if I just put it on the end, because if it is, I mean, if it goes to the true, it should work the same. To be honest, from my side it should have worked just fine like this, but for some reason it's not working. Okay, so I just made an extra branch over here to make it false, and over here again on completed I can start the BT logic and set AI state to get back perhaps. So you can see I'll allow him to come and attack me. I stun him, and as you can see he does not go into attack, so he's looking for weapons and then he comes to attack me, as you can see. So this part is working well at this point, I would say. Okay, so I'll just clear this one out one last time. So in this video we learned about interfaces in C++. We added the Niagara stun effect, we set the relative scale dynamically, alright, and once the stun was complete it destroyed the Niagara effect and then played the exit montage, and then it starts back the logic. Okay, so I think that's enough for today's lecture. It was big one, to be honest. The lecture is way above 40 minutes. Okay, so I'll end it over here. So this is my last test day of this. As you can see, this guy is stunned. Nobody attacked me during that time, so I'll see if this was a coincidence, like while he is stunned. Like nobody attacks me. So yeah, so once again the issue arises where right, so in reference random right, so I need to filter out these stun enemies. Okay, so yeah, I made a mistake on this part. Okay, so this code shouldn't be like this at all. So what should happen is I need to filter out the stunned enemies, right, and store it in a variable and then get a random, right? So I'll collapse this to a function. Local variable is enemy reference, so I'll get this collapse to a function, get random enemy without stun. Okay, output would be and okay, object reference enemy, and over here what I need to do is I'll do a for each loop. Okay, and I removed that, right? So over here I need to check, make sure that the enemy component is valid. I need to get the blackboard, right? I also need to make sure that the blackboard is valid, and I need to get value as enum, make literal, and this is AI state. It is AI state, right? Just double checking it, okay? And this one will be byte to the AI states, okay? And if it is not equal to stun, I'll get this one below. I want to promote this to a local variable that would be enemy not stunned, okay? And I want to add unique if they are not stunned, and if they are stunned, if there's the enemy, I want to remove item from here, okay? And then once it's completed, I want to get a random item from here and put that as my enemy that can be attacked, right? Just one thing, I'm making sure it is valid. So right now I'll let this guy come to me. I will stun him, and as you can see, he does not come to attack me during that state, so he comes afterwards. And now I attack this guy. Okay, now everybody has seen me, so that guy is coming to attack. I stun him, and someone else in his place should come to attack me, and he comes over there. As you can see, I countered this dude. There we go. Both of these characters are stunned. Another one comes in his place. There we go. So yeah, it's working as intended, okay? So again, right now it's way above 50, okay? For me at the time of the recording, might be less after editing, but yeah. So I'm gonna end at this point, okay? So thank you guys, and as always, if you like my work and if you want to support me, then please check out my Patreons, okay? And also obviously, like, you'll get the stun VFX and these animations on the Patreon itself. Patreon animations will get the animation files, okay? And the ultimate Patreons will get all of the things, the VFX, the animations and everything, and also access to my repo, okay? So again, thank you guys, and I will see you in the next lecture.